Gabbar started it, Thakur finished it. If in the previous T20Is, the bowlers set up the platform for the batsmen, this time the batsmen did it for the bowlers as India capped yet another clinical series win, this time winning it by 2-0. Lasith Malinga finally won a toss in this series and decided to chase. Sri Lanka making two changes, Angelo Matthews and Sandakan coming in for Rajapaksa and Isuru Udana. India also giving all their fringe players a chance. Sanju Samson, Manish Pandey and Yuzvendra Chahal in for Kuldeep Yadav, Shivam Dube and Rishabh Pant. Put into bat first, on a flat as a highway deck in Pune, the Indian openers had to make merry. And someone who looked scratchy in the previous T20I started this innings also in a scratchy fashion, Shikhar Dhawan. But once he got going, he put on the vintage Gabbar show. So much so that the ever-fluent KL Rahul had to take a back seat because Dhawan was in full flow. India put 63 runs inside the power play as these two put together a 97-run stand. And while Shikhar Dhawan couldn't really continue beyond his half-century, KL Rahul stood firm. Sanju Samson, who was promoted at number 3, hit his first ball for a beautiful 6, but then failed to read a wrong run from Hathurasinghe and he was gone. In the next over, Sandakan came back to remove both KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer, and suddenly all the momentum that the opening partnership had given Team India seemed to have gone. But then, fighting for his place in the squad and fighting for a spot in that playing 11, Manish Pandey joined forces with Virat Kohli, and once Kohli was gone, joined forces with Shardul Thakur, India's newfound all-round talent, as Team India collected 59 runs in the back 4 overs, propelling the score to 201 runs. With that huge a mountain to climb, the task was always going to be tough for Sri Lanka, and it was only made tougher by the Indian pacers. Bumrah in the first over got a wicket, Thakur in the second over got a wicket, then came a run out, and then Saini came to bowl a screaming Yorker. And just like that, inside the power play, Sri Lanka were 4 down. It all seemed to be over. But then Angelo Matthews and Dhananjaya De Silva stitched together a partnership, took the attack to the Indian spinners, hitting them to all parts of the ground. But they could only do that for that long because once Matthews was gone, Dhananjaya De Silva was always fighting a lonely battle because this Indian pace attack doesn't really spare any tail enders. And that is what they did against Sri Lanka as India registered a 78-run victory, registering their 13th win against Sri Lanka in T20 internationals, the joint most for any particular team against a team in the format. That scorecard says clinical. It has clinical pasted all over it. And while Sri Lanka leave India with quite a few headaches, India leave this series with some very, very good headaches to have. They have an opening headache, they have headaches with the fringe players to play in the playing 11 as they move to the ODI series against Australia.